Soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players the sport has ever seen, and his transformation from childhood to his current status as an international icon has been remarkable. From his humble beginnings to overcoming a health scare, Ronaldo's journey has been one to remember. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born in Santo Antonio, one of the poorest neighborhoods of Funchal, the capital of Madeira, an autonomous Portuguese archipelago in the Atlantic off the coast of Africa. His mother, Dolores, was a cook, and his father, José Diniz, a gardener for the city, according to Goal. In light of various hardships the family faced before Ronaldo was born, Dolores considered interrupting the pregnancy, but as she said in the 2015 documentary Ronaldo, her Catholic faith prevented her from going through with it. Ronaldo and his 3 siblings shared a room growing up, and he is fond of his early childhood, telling The Mirror, "I'm incredibly close with my brothers and sisters, and we loved being together. For us, it was normal. It was all we knew. Everyone around us lived the same way, and we were happy." Ronaldo's father loved American movies, and his favorite actor was Ronald Reagan, the star of classics such as Dark Victory and King's Row. According to OneFootball, Deniz's admiration of the Hollywood star only heightened when Reagan ran and won the presidency of the United States in 1980. Dolores and Diniz Aveiro's 4th child, Ronaldo, was born 2 weeks after Reagan's 2nd inauguration, and his parents gave their newborn a second given name inspired by the president's first name, he told GQ in a 2016 interview. "My parents named me after him because they both liked this name and thought it sounded strong. I know that my father admired him." Ronaldo's name became official at his baptism, though the ceremony almost didn't take place on account of his father and godfather arriving so late to the event that they had to convince the priest to go through with it. As Goal recounted, Cristiano Ronaldo's dad also happened to work as a kitman for CF Adorinha, the soccer team of Santo Antonio in Funchal, and the young future sports star often tagged along. It was at Adorinha that his father befriended player and Ronaldo's future godfather, Fernão Barros Sousa, who was captain of the team at the time. Sousa recalled of young Cristiano, "He had the bags with the footballs, and Cristiano would be with his father, with a ball in hand and playing with the ball. He tried to dribble, and obviously he copied the older players. He did that a lot." Sousa's influence proved vital on the young boy. After growing up and watching his godfather play, Ronaldo himself started playing for Adorinhas in 1992 when he was just 7 years old. Even at that age, Ronaldo's abilities were obvious, and as former teammate Ricardo Santos said in Goal, he went by Abelhinha, which is Portuguese for little bee, because of his small size and quickness. Soccer consumed most of Ronaldo's time. He even neglected schoolwork to play, Sousa recalled. A groundsman for the club at the time also remembers Ronaldo's fixation, telling Goal, "It wasn't easy to get the ball off him. He was very small, but he was always playing football. He never stopped. He was always playing, at home as well." Cristiano Ronaldo has a reputation for being standoffish and arrogant.
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because I'm too good.
But he wasn't always that way. As former teammate Ricardo Santos told Goal, "What I remember about him is that he was a humble kid. And when he didn't have the ball, he cried. When the teammates fought, he cried. Cristiano really liked winning. When that didn't happen, Ronaldo cried. So much so that he had the nickname crybaby." That's also how Marques de Freitas, Madeira's former Deputy Attorney General, remembers him, as he said to Portugal's Diário de Notícias. Contrary to what many people here in Madeira think, Cristiano Ronaldo is not a vain individual. He is modest and extremely shy. Ronaldo isn't afraid of the sensitive side in himself, he admitted on Spain's Punto Pelota. "I have many tears left. It's good to cry. I have cried a lot. People that know me or work with me know." After showing off his skills at CF Adorinha, 10-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo went to CD Nacional, one of Madeira's 2 big teams, with the help of his godfather, Fernão Barros Sousa. As Sousa explained to Diário de Notícias, Nacional owed money to Lisbon Sporting CP, one of Portugal's main teams, and the latter, quote, "forgave the debt in exchange for Ronaldo." The team signed him for a fee of about $2,000. And so, at 11 years old, Ronaldo left Madeira and moved to the country's capital city, more than 600 miles from home. His family didn't have much money, and scraping enough for 3 meals was often a challenge, he told Piers Morgan in 2019. After practice, he would sometimes stop by the McDonald's close to the stadium to ask whether they had any leftover hamburgers. He remembered 3 employees who helped him out during that time, noting that he wanted to find them and thank them personally, but was unable to track them down, saying, "They were unbelievable. I want to find these girls, to give something back, because that period I appreciate so much. I never forgot that moment." After playing for the Sporting Youth Football Academy for 2 years, Cristiano Ronaldo felt ready to play semi-professionally, he told The Mirror in 2014. While his dribbling skills and speed were impressing many, his abilities at school were not, even though he was popular among students. He explained, "I was not thick, but I was not interested in school. I was expelled after I threw a chair at the teacher." He didn't want to look for another school at that point. He pleaded his case with his mother, who agreed that he should interrupt his studies to focus exclusively on his soccer career, according to The Mirror. When the interviewer asked him what he would have ended up doing for a living had soccer not worked out, he said, "I don't know, a waiter?" In Lisbon, he wasn't seen as the handsome, popular boy he had been in Madeira. Per the Manchester Evening News, local boys made fun of Ronaldo for his island accent, and Ronaldo couldn't help but miss home and his family. So his mother began to fly into town more often to help her son settle in, and she remains his rock to this day. When he was 15, Cristiano Ronaldo was diagnosed with having an irregular heartbeat, which could have prevented him from playing. As his mother explained to the Daily Mail, his heart raced a lot when he wasn't running. Before we knew exactly what he had, I was worried because there was the possibility of him giving up playing soccer. Sporting's medical team performed a series of thorough examinations and decided that the best course of action was for him to undergo heart surgery. His mother explained that doctors cauterized the area with a laser, saying, "The treatment went well, and after some days he was back at training again." Cristiano wasn't very worried. He didn't take the situation very seriously, but I got a big fright. It seems the treatment allowed him to run even faster. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Sporting, he wasn't seen as the otherworldly talent that would bring glory to Portugal. The Guardian noted that the promising star then was another teenager, just 1 year older than Ronaldo, Ricardo Quaresma. Despite early speculation, Ronaldo is the one who made history at Sporting. His rise was fast and unrelenting, and he didn't need a lot of time to start writing his name in Portugal's history. At 16, he only needed 1 season to become Sporting's first player to star in all its divisions, and thus, at 17, he debuted in Portugal's Primeira Liga, the country's top division league, alongside Quaresma. The 2 players didn't spend much time on the field together, The Guardian detailed, but they became close friends who went on to share Portugal's first international title a decade and a half later in 2016. As it turns out, Portuguese soccer fans were hardly the only ones with an eye on Cristiano Ronaldo's insane dribbling skills. Right before the 2003-04 season, Manchester United paid a £12.24 million fee, almost $20 million, to sign Ronaldo. He was only 18 at the time, which made him the most expensive teenage player in UK history at the time. Ronaldo was given the squad number 7, a number worn by none other than David Beckham as recently as the previous summer, when the soccer legend transferred from Manchester United to Real Madrid. Ronaldo told The Mirror in a 2014 interview, "After I joined, the manager asked me what number I'd like. I said 28. But Ferguson said, no, you're going to have number 7. And the famous shirt was an extra source of motivation." The number has become an integral part of Ronaldo's brand, which he has trademarked as CR7, meaning his initials and his jersey number. He has admittedly disbursed thousands of pounds to have CR7 engraved on his home in Madrid, as well as his furniture in China, he told The Mirror in 2016, admitting, "It is probably the most extravagant thing I've done." Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely a force to be reckoned with, but his 6-year stint at Manchester United wasn't all fun and games. In his 3rd season playing for the club, his cocky behaviour was a source of conflict between him and fans. Ronaldo sparked particular outrage in the country during the 2006 World Cup when he, along with other Portuguese players, successfully persuaded the referee to give a red card to English player Wayne Rooney. Moments later, Ronaldo was filmed winking at the Portuguese players sitting on the bench. As a result, Ronaldo returned to a country that was furious with him and was booed the entire season following the popular soccer event. Ronaldo went as far as to ask for a transfer, arguing he lacked support at Manchester United. Instead, the reaction of English fans appeared to motivate Ronaldo, who played his best season up to that point, winning his first Premier League title. 2 years later, still at Manchester United, Ronaldo's place at the top of the sport was confirmed with his first Ballon d'Or. In July 2009, Real Madrid paid £80 million, more than $110 million, to bring Cristiano Ronaldo to the Spanish league, making him the sport's most expensive player at the time. After his first year playing for the Merengues, Ronaldo scored 30 goals in 49 games and lost the 2009 Ballon d'Or to Barcelona's Lionel Messi, ESPN noted. While impressive, the numbers fell short of the potential known to be associated with Ronaldo, who ended the season with no trophies. His second year was also lean in numbers, considering all the hype. Still, Ronaldo scored in every single game of the Champions League knockout round and helped Madrid reach the final. His side, however, was defeated by Messi's Barcelona, helping the Argentine star take home his first Ballon d'Or and sparking a professional rivalry. The 2010 season wasn't much different. With his rise to stardom, Ronaldo was Portugal's hope during the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Despite his effort, Portugal left the competition early, losing to Spain in the round of 16. But Ronaldo isn't famous for his hard work and dedication for nothing. As Manchester United's former power development coach Mike Glegg told the BBC, the player always, quote, crammed in thousands and thousands of hours to graft to turn himself into the perfect player. In 2010, Cristiano Ronaldo became a father to his first child, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., who features prominently on his Instagram page. In June of that year, he announced the news on Facebook, noting that the boy's mother was an American woman whose identity would remain private, per an agreement he made with her.
Listen, some points in the life, it's private. And people have to respect the privacy of the people, you know?
The news raised some eyebrows at the time because Ronaldo had been romantically linked to Russian supermodel Irina Shayk, whom he supposedly met shortly before Junior's birth, according to The Sun. The birth appeared not to bother Shayk, as she and Ronaldo remained together for 5 years, breaking up in early 2015. Shayk was also very affectionate with Junior, with Ronaldo sharing several photos featuring them together on his Instagram and referring to the pack as a, quote, family. Speaking with Spain's EFE, Ronaldo said he wanted to have a child at a young age and went on to say, "It's been incredible. I never imagined that my life would change so much. It was always my dream to have a child young when I was 25. He's changed the way I think. He's always with me, supporting me." According to Hello, Ronaldo raised his son on his own with the help of his mother. In 2015, Ronaldo said on the Jonathan Ross show that he isn't concerned about Junior growing up without a mother. Cristiano Ronaldo knows a thing or two about raking in points. As B Soccer recounted after he made his 700th goal in 2019, CR7's most prolific years were from 2011 to 2014, when he scored in excess of 60 goals per season. He went on to bring home his second UEFA Champions League trophy in 2014 and helped Real Madrid win 3 consecutive championships in 2016, 2017 and 2018. Of every competition he has shined in, the Champions League is where he shined brightest. Ronaldo is nearing the end of his career, having broken a series of UEFA Champions League records, including for most goals and most assists. Ronaldo also led Portugal to its first ever international title during the Euros in 2016. He also holds a series of records for Portugal, including most goals and most games, and, as Bleacher Report noted, he was named the best player in Portugal's history. He's earned a total of 5 Ballon d'Or trophies, 1 fewer than Lionel Messi. After transferring to Juventus in 2018, Ronaldo continued to win titles and score goals, breaking new records along the way. In 2021, he became the only player to have won every major national trophy in England, Spain and Italy, countries with some of the world's most competitive leagues, and only to finish as a top scorer in the Premier League, La Liga and Series A. Ronaldo raised his son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., on his own terms for many years. In June 2017, he became a father again when he welcomed twins Ava and Matteo. Once again, the identity of the mother was shrouded in secrecy, with many media outlets claiming Ronaldo used a surrogate. In July 2017, the Daily Mail reportedly looked at legal papers in California to confirm that was indeed the case. When the twins were born, his girlfriend of less than a year, Spanish model Georgina Rodriguez, was 5 months pregnant. Rodriguez and Ronaldo welcomed a daughter, Alana Martina, in November 2017. He spoke about the experience in Hello, saying, "Becoming a parent and raising my family is honestly the greatest privilege I've had. I'm enjoying every second of it. It's taught me things about love I never knew existed. It has softened me and given me new perspective on what is really important in my life." Speaking on the Jonathan Ross show, Ronaldo emphasized his need for privacy, while adding he will share the truth with Cristiano Jr. when he is ready, saying,
When Cristiano gonna grow up, I'm always gonna say the truth to him because he deserves, because it's my son.
Cristiano Ronaldo's name and image have become so much more than soccer. His status as a sex symbol and soccer star has seen his popularity soar above that of pop stars, with no signs of receding. With a whopping 332 million Instagram followers, as of August 2021, he is the most followed person on the platform and has been for many years, and he leads by a lot. At the time of this video, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ranks second with 259 million followers. His online presence is just as strong across all social media apps. In February 2021, he became the first person to surpass 500 million followers on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Ronaldo uses his platform to promote his partnerships and soccer appearances, both with Juventus and the Portugal national team. But Ronaldo still finds enough room amid his professional content to gush over his 4 children and girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez. Cristiano Ronaldo lost his father to a liver condition linked to alcoholism in 2005. Because his father had been such a vital part in Ronaldo's early exposure to soccer, the star regrets he didn't live long enough to see his son become successful, as he told the Mirror. "My father was an alcoholic. He died of alcoholism. He would never have known what I was to go on to do. Of course, he knew I was talented, but you get many good players who go to England." According to a 2019 Mirror report, his father developed the illness after his government shipped him off to fight an unpopular war to prevent Angola from gaining independence, which lasted between 1961 to 1974. Out on the sweltering savannah, the young Portuguese soldiers turned to beer to avoid drinking the untreated water. One of Denise's fellow soldiers told ESPN in 2016, "Beer was our best friend. They had Angolan beer, Cuca. The water was pulled from the river into a reservoir, but it wasn't treated. We didn't drink it, we drank beer instead." Denise continued to drink upon his return to Madeira. Ronaldo's mother noted to the Mirror that Denise often took out his pain and frustration on her, saying, "Although he never mistreated his children, I became his victim." If you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP 4357.